What's up, guys? Ruben Velasquez here, aka the Nintendo God, and today's episode is another top 5 video. This time it's going to be on my top 5 favorite Sonic games on the Switch 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's top 5 video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and comment down below what are your top 5 favorite Sonic games on the Switch 1. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to be making this video in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So starting at number 5, we have Sonic Mania for the Switch 1. Now, I know that there's DLC for this game, but I haven't downloaded it yet. I think it's Sonic Mania Plus sort of DLC. And I think that kind of made its own cartridge, like physical cartridge as well. But I just have the original version of Sonic Mania on the Switch. And the reason why this game is at number 5 and not lower, higher, is the fact that I don't know. I grew up with a lot of classic Sonic on my DS and all that, and my Wii growing up, and Game Boy Advance. But I don't know. I didn't really enjoy those classic games. Like I played Sonic Advance. I played a couple classic Sonic games on the DS, like Sonic Rush and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess the pixelated, like like pixel type of Sonic games, like classic versions of the games, are not really my style. Kind of prefer the modern look of Sonic with like Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Forces, Sonic Colors, anything that's past this point of Sonic's history where he's not looking so short and small is way better for me, in my opinion. Now, I know a lot of people do like Sonic Mania for the fact that it's a return to the classic era of Sonic, but for me, it's not really for me, honestly. I don't know, because like I said, growing up, I played a lot of classic games of Sonic where it was mostly this little dude, but I didn't really enjoy them that much because like I was mostly a Nintendo guy, so. But yeah, that's why this game is at number 5 of my 5th favorite games. But the reason why it is in this list at all is it was pretty fun. I just didn't, I don't know. Something about classic Sonic just doesn't sit well with me. The game was overall fun. So if you do like classic Sonic and classic, 8-bit, 16-bit games, and play this game, I guess, If you like Sonic and you like his classical era of games, and pick that game, that's definitely for you. But, I don't know, not really much for me. Anyways, at number 4, we have Sonic Frontiers, and I don't have the case for this, but if you've seen in my Sonic Frontiers review, back a while ago, you know that I told you in that review that I didn't have the official case for this game either. But the reason why Sonic Frontiers is at number 4, not any higher, is the fact that hiccups. Is the fact that the open world in the game, like all 5 of the islands that you go to in the game story, they're too I mean, I like that they're big and open world and stuff like that, but they're mostly empty. Like there's really not much to really explore. Like in Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, you got like ruins, you got people to talk to, like a ton of NPCs, bunch of little towns and villages and stuff like that, and shops to like shop for items and other stuff. But with Sonic Frontiers, it's a different kind of open world game because it's really empty. The only things that there's really of note in the open world of all 5 islands are like mini bosses, the actual bosses of the game, and talking to your friends like Amy, Knuckles, and Tails. But that's usually like one person to talk to. Oh, and Sage, I guess. You talk to Sage a few times in this game as well. But other than talking to Sage on each island and your friends on each island, there's really not other types of NPCs unless you count the I was gonna say Koroks, but like the rock people that you find throughout the island, like they're basically the Koroks in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, those types of NPCs are not really fun to talk to. They're just mostly for upgrading your speed and your ring capacity. but nothing of note when it comes to NPCs. So it's pretty barren and empty in this game on literally all 5 of the islands. So it's pretty bad. I think that's why most gamers don't really like this game that much, because of the fact that it's an open world, but it's mostly empty and stuff like that. Um, but I do like this game. I do like the modern Sonic era of games, so that's why this game is pretty fun. Besides the emptiness and the open world, it's a pretty fun game to just run around and explore. Other than that, I would not put this game any higher on this list because of the fact that it's a pretty empty open world. Anyways, that's at number 4. At number 3, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations. Now, I did talk a little bit about this game in my previous video on my top 10 favorite Nintendo Switch 1 games. So I'm not really going to talk about much about the game in this video, but yeah, that's why if you guys seen that video I made yesterday on my top 10 favorite Switch 1 games, and you know why this game is on this list and is part of my favorite game, Sonic games. But if you haven't seen that video from yesterday, then I guess I'll explain in like a short form essay in this video. So basically, it's another modern era Sonic game, and of course I love those. I eat those shits up. And the fact that you get not only Sonic Generations but a Shadow version, like a Shadow Generations version of this game, where basically go through like Shadow type like levels. Um, it's a fun game. Yeah, it's a really fun game. So I don't know. It's really hard to explain this game twice in like long form, like sort of speech. But yeah, I guess if you want to learn more about this game when I speak about it, I guess watch yesterday's video, my top 10 favorite Switch 1 games. Anyways, that's at number 3. At number 2, we have Team Sonic Racing, and yes, I don't have the case for this game either. And if you don't know why I don't have the official box art for this game, watch my review of this game, because that's where I explain that situation. Mostly because I found this game at a deal, and the only case they had was this, so I had to deal with it. We have Team Sonic Racing. Some people know this game as like the worst modern Sonic Racing game of all time, because people prefer All Stars Racing and Transformed, and even Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. But I don't know, for me, something just clicked for me with Team Sonic Racing. I don't like the team part of the game, but I do try the solo Sonic Racing part of this game. It's fun, it's manageable, but honestly, nothing could ever really beat Mario Kart and those games of racing, you know. But I guess the reason why this game is in my top 5 favorite Sonic games on Switch is because if I'm not thinking of playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and I want to play a different type of racing game, I guess I choose Team Sonic Racing or Sonic Racing Cross Worlds whenever I buy that game on Switch, because that game is also pretty peak when it comes to Sonic Racing games as a franchise. But yeah, that's why Team Sonic Racing is at number 2, because it's a really fun game, and if you're looking for a racing game that's not Mario Kart on Switch, then I highly recommend this game or Cross Worlds. Either one will do. Either Sonic Racing game on Switch will do, because they're both extremely fun racing games. And that's only if you don't want to play Mario Kart or anything like that. Anyways, at number 1, we have, without any delay, Sonic Colors Ultimate. Now, I talked a lot, and I do mean a lot, about this game in my top 10 favorite Switch 1 games of all time that I made a video about yesterday. But this is basically at number 1 for nostalgia purposes, because I grew up with Sonic Colors on my Wii. So it's very sentimental to my heart and my experience with modern Sonic games. So that's basically the gist of why Sonic Colors Ultimate is at number 1 in this video. But yeah, with that being said, that's my top 5 favorite Sonic games on Switch 1. So here they all are. Sonic Mania, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Team Sonic Racing, and Sonic Colors Ultimate. So yeah, that's my top 5 favorite Sonic games on Switch 1. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I did making it. And if you haven't already, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see y'all on Thursday for my first console review of the Switch 1, where I'll be talking about, well, I'll be reviewing the Nintendo Switch 1 and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that video when that comes out on the Thursday this week. And then, of course, Monday on next week, I'll be reviewing the Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure DLC. So that'll be my next video game review, but it'll be another DLC review. But stay tuned for that review either way next week on Monday. But with that being said, this is Ruben Velasquez, aka the Nintendo Gods, signing out. Peace. Bye, guys.